Shelf with Treecat here. How you doing? I'm doing good. We got a lot going on behind the scenes here at Treecat Central. Um, well, first of all, can I get a thumbs up for the new intro? What do you guys think? Da 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 da. It's pretty cute, right? I made that myself. Thumbs up for the new intro, please, and thank you. So, hope you guys are doing great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're seeing this. Um, yeah, yeah. We have had lots going on, and it's been a lot. So let's talk about it. So we have some new features. I'm actually just finishing my 21-day challenge, and yeah, super fun, super fun. Um, so what do I want to talk about first? Let's just let's think. I guess I could talk about this awesome new matching feature. So when you first log into Treecat, you import all your items, right? And yeah, you import them. And then you have to match them unless you've never cross-listed before. If you've never cross-listed before, you just import your items and then you're good to go. You can start cross-listing. But if you've cross-listed before and you have items on different platforms, you're going to pull those into Treecat, and then you're going to do some matching. And previously, the matching was a bit cumbersome, but we've changed that and we've made it a lot faster. So let me show you. This is the fast match view. Now, in order to get to the fast match view, you go over here and you select fast match, and that's how you get to this fast match view. So once you have your items pulled in, Treecat now gives you this quick view, and you can either accept or reject whether or not you want these three items to be matched. And when they're matched, it opens up a world of possibilities for you. So it opens up sales detection. So when one sells on one platform, Treecat takes the other two down so you don't double sell. It also opens up a world of possibilities in terms of having the three items connected, so that if on one of them you want to do a daily, delist, relist of all your items, a nuclear reset, like say, for example, Mercari, you want to do nuclear resets every day because you know that that's the way that algorithm works. It sort of prioritizes items that are at the top of the list. So you are doing that kind of action with Mercari, but you don't want the other two platforms to have delist, relists. Well, if they're matched together, all your delist, relisted stuff is going to stay connected so that if one sells, the other two get taken down. So it just opens up a lot of possibilities for you when you start matching. So you can use our cross-listing better. You can do all kinds of delist, relisting, and everything matches and still stays together. And you get the sales detection when if one sells, the other two are taken down. So this is the new view, and by our tests, it speeds up the matching process quite significantly. So what you do is you go to the fast match view, and you either accept or reject, right? And once you accept or reject, you'll get this little notice that says, we are calculating recommended matches. It could take some time. You might want to grab a coffee. So I don't want to actually do it right now because it's boring to watch it do the calculations. But once it does the calculations, then you're good to go in either accepting or rejecting. You just go boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah, so it does its, once it pulls in the items, it does its initial calculations. And then it says, these are the ones that we recommend you match together. And then you accept or reject, boom, 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 boom. And you're kind of then at that point ready to have your processing and your sales detection and all your stuff good to go. So that is our new fast match system. And I think that a lot of people that have uploaded or had their items pulled into Treecat will find this to be a very quick and easy way to do their matching. So encourage you to try that out. What else have we been doing? Well, we've been also fine-tuning our Poshmark Closet Sharing. And I've had this running since 6 a.m., right? Because I click this button and this quick schedule all day follower share. When I click that button, and this is, by the way, in the settings menu under Poshmark Closet Sharing. So I go in there, and in the morning, it's a blank slate. And then I click quick schedule all day follower share. And right now it's running. I'm going to pause it and show you what it's going to look. Actually, you know what? Let me delete these. I'm going to delete these. And that way you can see what it looks like when I wake up in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, I click quick schedule all day follower share, quick schedule nightly party share. And then I activate them by pressing the play button. And now they're going to start running, or they're going to start being scheduled. And I can just walk away. And then at some point, I'm going to click on the details icon, and I can see, oh, it's running. And the last packet of items that it shared was 120 items. And prior to that, it took a break, and then it shared 270. So I've had this running since 6:03 Pacific Standard Time this morning. So that's pretty cool. And one of the changes that we're making is that when you click the all-day schedule and the all-day nightly party, it will actually be for 1 week instead of 1 day. Right now, it's good for 1 day. So every morning I go in and I activate it. But what we're doing is we're going to actually have it good for 1 week. So Monday through Sunday, it'll run. So like just every Monday, you'll go and just activate that. So that's pretty cool. And that is something that we will be like officially announcing next weekend, but we want to take 1 week to have our affiliates and channel partners check it out and give us their thumbs up. So if you are an affiliate or a channel partner watching this, woohoo! We'll be talking to you on Tuesday about this, and you'll be able to get a first glance or first look, because that's the benefit of being a Treecat affiliate and power user and channel partner. So that's what's happening there. I also want to talk, and yeah, this has been amazing. It's been amazing. I love it. I'm so excited for our users to get to try it out, because it shares all my listings all day, and then it shares to my followers, and then it shares to the nightly party, and I don't have to do anything. It's so nice. I used to have to babysit. I know you can do it to where you can press the button and then it happens, and then you press the button, you have to solve a CAPTCHA. Well, we do all that for you. We do all the CAPTCHA solving, so you don't really have to do anything at all. So it's really great. So expect that to be live next week. We're excited. The other thing that's been happening is I embarked on a 21-day accountability journey, and that is actually ending tomorrow. I cannot believe that it's ending tomorrow, but let's talk about it. What was it? It was just a challenge for me. I knew that Q4 was coming up, and I needed to start being a little bit more active in my store in terms of listing. And so I wanted to, my biggest thing was I just want to list 10 a day. And while I'm at it, and since I have Treecat, I might as well cross list those items to eBay, across eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And while I'm at it, since I have Treecat, I might as well delist, relist 20 stale items a day, because it's like a couple buttons that you push. It's super easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of time. And then we started I started testing the Poshmark Closet Sharing. So I added that to my 21-day challenge. So every day I'm listing 10, I'm cross listing 10, I'm delist, relisting 10, and I'm sharing all day and at the nightly, or Treecat is doing it for me. So that's been going really well. It kind of set a structure in my day and in my processes. It kind of had me rethink what I'm doing and see how I could improve. So I had to think about the when, I had to think about the how I was going to do this, and I had to think about the what. Well, why, we know what the what is, but I then had to think about when I'm going to do it and how I'm going to do it. And so I just jumped in there and started doing it, right? I was just like, I can list 10 a day. I just have to figure out when I'm going to do it. And for me, I have a couple of hours when I can devote per day to reselling, maybe 3 if I work at night, maybe an hour at night. And then on the weekends I can do stuff. But, for those of you that have, day jobs and your reselling is something that you work in, this would be helpful for you, I guess. Because I'm better in the morning. I'm like a morning person, and I was getting up from 5 to 7 and doing my listing, and then doing the cross listing and launching the delist relist and launching the Poshmark sharing. And then I was doing my shipping. And what I noticed was, since there's more sales happening, I had to pivot when I needed to spend more time shipping. So because I knew I had those 2 hours, I had to sort of pause, do the shipping first, and then start doing the listings and the automations. I also noticed that it was helpful for me to do some prep work the night before. So I was picking items out to list the night before, getting those ready, getting those staged and ready. I was making my drafts the night before. And then I eventually ended up using my weekends to start making my drafts, and also banking. I started banking listings as well. And then I would do, banking and banking of photos, banking of listings on the nights and on the weekends, so that on my mornings, because mornings are busy, then I knew exactly what I needed to do. So the how was, I obviously used Treecat for my automations to help me do the cross listing. So when I got up, I would do some cross listing. I ended up actually doing my shipping, and then I would start with the automation. So I would cross list, I would delist, relist, I would activate the Poshmark sharing. So I did my automations first because I felt like that was helpful. And then I would do the listing for the next day. So I was working a day ahead on the listings. Like I said, I started prepping items the night before. And I started thinking about, I need to do these delist relistings. And how do I want to accomplish that? Do I want to think in terms of seasonal stuff, like all my winter stuff? Do I want to think in terms of colors, like, fall colors, or do I want to think in terms of date? And I went the route of thinking in terms of date. And in Treecat, you can filter your items. If you go under this section right here that says period, you can filter the items that you want to find to delist, relist. So I was looking at my items that were from July that I knew that I wanted to delist, relist, 07. And so I was actually just filtering items from July, and then I was just going through them and slowly but surely getting through all of these delist, relist. So it was great because I had a plan. I was going to just delist, relist stuff back that hadn't been refreshed since July. And so that was a really a great way to approach it. But I had to sort of pause, give myself pause and say, well, how am I going to accomplish this delist, relist? So once I realized I'm going to go by date, I was good to go. The other thing that I noticed was because prior to this challenge, I was kind of just like, when I had the time or energy, I would be doing my listings. But this challenge made me do listings every single day. And then I had to start thinking, well, where am I going to store it? I need to do some consolidation the night before, figure out which boxes that I have space, or if I need to add new boxes or whatever. I needed to sort of think about the actual physical inventory system and the physical inventory situation. So it's just this process led me to sort of rethink my processes. This challenge led me to think about my processes and how I was going to get these things done. Like I said, I started making drafts on the weekends. And then I started banking listings and photos at night and on the weekends. And I was kind of working a day ahead. So yeah, like I said, just like a lot of analysis. And I didn't go into this thinking, I'm going to be an analyst here and analyze everything that I'm doing. It just happened by trial, by doing it. And so one of the things that I think is important is to just do it, because if you're like me and you're an experiential learner, it's really helpful to just start doing it. And it's just amazing the things that I learned. And by the way, you can follow my journey. I posted, so every single day I've been posting a 1-minute reels on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So you can follow this along with this journey of the videos that I created, and just, if you like watching videos, and see, sort of the things that happened, things that I ran into. I mean, I could tell you, I'm telling you now, like the sort of epiphanies that I had and the things that I did, right? But sometimes it's fun just to watch some of the videos, because I don't know, they're cute, they're funny. Some of them are just normal videos, but some of them we tried to get creative with. And give me a thumbs up and a like. That would be very much appreciated. But anyway, so getting back to the outcome, yeah, I started doing it without any sort of forethought in mind, other than, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna start it, and I started it, and it forced me to analyze what I was doing, and then I made some changes, right? So I analyzed my processes, and then I made some changes to my processes. And what it did was, it essentially, by doing this and then by making these tweaks, I created a structure for myself. And that structure I found very helpful. I think we all need to have sort of an underlying foundation for our reselling, where we have, like we have Treecat. So we have this one central view of our items where we can filter them. We have an inventory management structure. And then we have, a cross-listing structure. We have a way to see our analytics, right? We have ways to collaborate. We have guest accounts. So just having this sort of central view, central management platform has been very helpful. And then just in terms of structure, in terms of processes, to have that structure, right? And that really helped me increase my productivity. And I think at the end of the day, it also increased my confidence, because with Treecat, obviously I have developed the confidence that I'm not going to double sell, right? Because I've got my matches. When one gets sold, the other get pulled down. And so it eliminates that double sell fear. And so, yeah, it increased my confidence in terms of just the knowing that I could get all this stuff done in a day, in a couple of hours. And if I had, I have the flexibility that I can, increase that time to 3 hours, or I can move it over to the weekends, or I can move it to the evenings, or whatever. And so it just gave me this sort of overview of what I'm doing. And I think the best news of all is that it has become a habit. And I was hoping that this would happen, because I've read a lot of people that do, books about motivation and things like that, and creating habits and things like that. They say that it takes at least 21 days to create a new habit. And I really do think that this is now a new habit for me. So I think that's awesome. So yeah, you guys should go and do your own 21-day challenge. I was doing it in sort of anticipation of Q4, because I wanted to start to get my store active again. And that's what I did. And so again, I would encourage you to follow my journey on social media and check out all those fun videos that we did. And actually, it was the videos that took more time than anything, coming up with the ideas for the videos, as opposed to the actual, process of listing, the cross listing. That's maybe 30 seconds each. The delist relisting, that's set it and forget it. And the Poshmark sharing, again, you're pressing a couple buttons. So those weren't challenging. Those weren't super challenging. It was maybe it's because it was like riding a bike. It was like riding a bike again. Now, when I used to do this back in the day, I used to have employees to help me with all this. I had people that would help me photo. I had people that would help me do the cross listing. I had people helping me doing the sharing. I'm saving a lot of money now, as I don't have that anymore. And that Treecat has a pretty reasonable price structure. So we only get paid when you make a sale that's been cross-listed. And if it's 1 to 30 sales, it's 50 cents. 30 to 100, it's 35 cents. 100 or more, it's 25 cents. more than 500 sales a month, and it's 15 cents. So you don't have to have a monthly fee that's set. So if you have, certain weeks or months where it's a little bit slower, like during the summer, it tends to be a little bit slower. You're not paying that, $20, $40, $60 fee that you might be paying for a cross lister plus a sharer, a Poshmark closet sharing thing. So it's pretty reasonable, and you get a lot of features for the money. So anyways, I forget what I was talking about in terms of the 21-day journey. I did it. Tomorrow's the last day. I feel really good about it. I learned a lot. And actually, in doing so, I also thought about some additional features that we could add to Treecat that I think will be really helpful. And we'll get to those at a later date and time, because we've got all these other new features that we're fine tuning, like the Poshmark sharing and like the fast match. So if you haven't gone on yet and started doing your matching, this is going to be a lot less overwhelming. I think the previous way that we did our matching was a little bit more overwhelming for people because you had to do it one by one. Whereas this one, it's kind of like all one view, and you just say accept, 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 accept. Now, one caveat to this is you will have to, when you go into your inventory page, and you can see here, let me scroll, that this is the fast match, and then when you click the accept button and you do all your accepting, it does say that it's calculating. It's calculating. Or actually, no, that happens before you get to this point. That happens when you initiate the calculation. So you have to initiate the calculation. It does the calculation, and then you get to the this view. And then when you're at this view, then it's just boom, 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 and they're matched together. So yeah, I think that's going to be helpful for a lot of people, and it's going to just make it so much quicker to do your matching. Because I mean, when I initially did my matching, this was a while ago. It was very time consuming, very cumbersome. So we wanted to fix that and make it easier and make it quicker. And I think we've come up with this great accept situation for you. And so I'll be very curious to hear some of you that give this a try. I'll be very curious to get your feedback on it. So yeah, if you have any feedback on it, if you do give it a try, then you have feedback, we have this little thing right here, which is this little question mark, and you can give us feedback. You can click it. I don't want to click it because it shows emails and stuff like that. But if you click it, it will take you to a screen that allows you to do a trouble ticket, but it could also be for feedback. So it could be if you're running into issues, it could be for feedback. It could be for, hey, you're doing a great job. We always like to hear that, or what have you. But yeah, this little right here, this little question mark. By the way, do you like my big cursor? I just figured out how to make it big and pink, and I think that's cool. But yeah, so give it a try. Give this fast matching a try and let us know what you think. And then, yeah, I look forward to next week when we are announcing the Poshmark sharing, and it's going to be pretty cool and exciting. So anyways, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys have a great weekend and make some great sales. It's the end of the month, and it's always slow the end of the month, right? Always slow. That's when people don't have a lot of money to spend. But in a few days, they're going to be getting their paychecks, and they're going to be buying. And so I would make every effort, and I am making every effort to list, get those items cross-listed, do some refreshes, do some delist, relists to refresh old items, and then next week you can start doing your Poshmark closet sharing all day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and at the nightly party. And we also have, you can schedule custom, because there are custom parties every day. I can show you how to do that as well. I haven't actually showed that part of it. So, all right. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Make great sales. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy fall. And hey, maybe you'll embark on your own 21-day accountability journey and start getting those stores refreshed, those stores active again before Q4, because Q4 is just in a matter of days. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling confident, and I'm ready to get all those Q4 sales. I'm excited about it. And so anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, and mahalo.